Hi, my name's Abby. I work for the City of Casey in the Waste and Recycling Department. So today we're going to talk about harvesting the castings from your worm farm. So there's two products you get out of a worm farm. There's a liquid and there's a solid. So the liquid, there's a tap at the front, turn that on, set that into your bucket. And so the liquid from the worm farm isn't actually worm wee, which most people call it. It's actually just the condensation that's come down through the bin, picked up the nutrients along the way. So if you wanted to use this as a liquid fertilizer, you need to dilute it about 1 part of this to 10 parts of water. So if you've got 1 litre of this, you'll need 10 litres of water to add it to. And then slosh it around the garden and feed the garden that way. If you want to get to the solid castings though, so the solid fertilizer, a little bit trickier. So take the lid off. So we've got our top layer here, which has got our newspaper at the top, or our paper at the top to keep it cool. We've got our food scraps in this part here as well. We don't actually want this part because it's not broken down. A lot of the food scraps in here aren't broken down. We don't want the castings from this part. What we want is the castings from the next part. So we want the castings from here. But to get them, it's a bit tricky because if I started scooping all this up, I'm scooping up all my good worms as well, and I don't want to lose them. I want them to stay in my worm farm. So we don't want to lose all our good wormies in this part here. So what we're going to do, take the paper out, put what was our top layer back into here. And then we're going to put this layer on top, if I can lay it up. There we go. So what's going to happen if I leave the lid off? All of a sudden, the sun's getting in, the light's getting in, and so the worms are going to start burrowing down. So what I can start doing is scooping from the top, scoop the top layer of the castings out, and then I'll pop that down and I'll leave it, walk away and leave it for 10 minutes, because what's going to happen, each time I'm scooping the top layer off, the worms are going to continue to burrow down. They're going to continue to burrow down, keep doing that, until I get to a point where this top layer here is empty. I've got maybe 2 or 3 of these. And then what I can do, put some food in the top, put my newspaper or my paper back over the top, and the lid on. And so what happens now moving forwards, I now feed into this top layer, and what was previously my top layer is now my bottom layer. And so that's going to start gathering the castings in there. This will be my top layer, and next time I want to harvest it, swap them around again. If I want to use these castings, I can't use them straight. It's really quite strong stuff. So if I tried to plant something, this would probably kill it. So what I need to do is mix it in with maybe some potting mix it in with some soil, or what I can also do is maybe if I get a bucket of water, tip this in, swirl it around and slop it around the garden so that then the good nutrients are getting all around the garden as well. If you're wanting more information on worm farms and how to do it, please head to the City of Casey website, www.casey.vic.gov.au, or you can find us on Facebook on the Green Living in Casey group. Thanks.